Hey y'all, I'm Marika, aka Brooklyn Betty, and welcome to my YouTube channel. Y'all, I know I was supposed to do this like 1800 and a half business years ago, so don't come for me. But I think it's important for me to share a little bit about myself and why it's taking me this long to come get on here to join the troops and actually connect with y'all on a deeper level than just Instagram. So here goes it. We gonna do it. I'm from Brooklyn, born and raised, the Bushwick area. I have lived all over. Like I've lived in Queens, I've lived uptown, like I've lived in California for a stint. And I think for me, that is kind of what like sparked me being like an avid collector of like vintage things and shoes and sneakers because as you travel around to numerous places, you can't really keep but so much. So like once I got into a space where I was grounded and I know I'm here for a while, like it's full on like just extravagance and just I need a lot of things. So I know that's the psychological part about it. I actually talk about this in therapy, like the need to have things. And I just like nice things, like just coming from a child who wasn't able to always have the best things or have many things. Like as an adult, I reward my inner child in that way. But back to why it took me so long to come on YouTube. I went to Morgan State in Baltimore, sure. Morgan State, but nah, I went to Morgan State. My major was telecommunications, broadcast journalism. Like I thought I was about to be Brenda Blackman with the big pink curly hair. Like I really thought that I wanted to be like a news anchor. So that's why I went to school and had that major. But I really think they do the kids a disservice by not having them indulge in their major until like junior year, because by the time you get there, it's kind of too late. So we're using Final Cut Pro to edit videos and going out in the field to do videos with our peers. And once the camera got on me, child, it gave deer in the headlights. It gave big Summer Walker energy. Like I was terrified. So I'm like, I can't do this for a career. Like I don't even want to be on the camera talking. Like I'm so nervous. Like deathly nervous. So I'm like, yeah, no, I can't do that. So once I graduated, I went directly into advertising marketing field, and I've been here ever since. I like the creative aspect in the background as far as work, but on my hobby time and now what's called influencer time, like I am the creative in front of the camera. Um, and it was manageable for me to do it in bits and pieces on Instagram because it's not long form like YouTube. You got to be a big yapper. And what's crazy is I am a big yapper. Like in the house in the morning when I wake up, like I'm talking like out loud about the things I need to do, the thoughts that are on my mind. I'm in therapy and I'm a big Pisces energy. I feel all my feelings. I eat my feelings. Like I'm an emotional girl. I just learned how to control it. So I've always known it's only right for me to come on here and engage with you guys a little bit more deeper than the short form content on Instagram and things like that. But I've just always been so nervous about it. Like I don't know why I put so much stake in the ground on it. Now, especially because I guess I'm on Instagram talking more on video and things like that, it's not that bad. But I kind of had to ease in. Like I had to put my foot in the ocean a little bit before I dived in, and also really hone into how I'm valuable and what value I would be bringing to my audience. Everything is just very like intentional and thoughtful for me because I don't like a lot of things. So I try to be mindful of that and try to be intentional and purposeful with the things that I do because I don't want to waste anybody's time, because I don't like my time wasted. But girl is a big introvert. I go out to events, I be nervous because there's other people there. It's just all in my head. People say you are like your own worst enemy, you are your biggest critic, and it's true. It is I be all in my feelings for no reason. I be overthinking, and yeah, that's why we do therapy. I want to caveat that we gonna laugh, we gonna have fun, we gonna learn about the fashions, we gonna get the things. But I'm also a very thought provoking person. Like I have tons of thoughts, so I might talk to y'all about just things that I've been thinking about as well. Like I really don't want to be pigeonholed into like a whole fashion vlog situation all the time. I want to create space just to turn that aspect off every now and then. Okay. So I just want to level set that with y'all. My best friend, she is heavy into astrology and human design, and she like knows the natal charts and all of that. Like I don't be knowing all of the, oh, your rising, your moon, your Neptune. Like she knows all of that stuff. So she's always told me like your personality, like you're a researcher, like you need to collect data in order to produce things. And I used to listen to it, but not really. But now I understand. Like now I really understand that I felt like I couldn't really get on YouTube until I felt like I had authority within myself, like to be able to speak upon certain topics, like just having knowledge about certain things that's going to be interesting and useful to my audience. So I agree with her. Like I know all about the trends of fashion and when to buy certain things and what not to buy and what's potentially coming back and just different things just from being a student of fashion all of these years. Like I went to fashion high school, so I did that for 4 years prior to going into college. And then once I got into college, you know, you had the whole broke student mentality where we gonna do some thrifting and go find some cheaper stuff. That's cute. But even before I went to college, I was always on eBay in high school. eBay for all of the vintage stuff, buying the vintage things for cheap. Like I've always leaned into those resources. Even in high school, being a sneaker collector during that time, I would use a lot of eBay and be on like these forums like Nike Talk. Like I feel like I've been extensively collecting data, as she would say. Like I have a lot of wealth of knowledge on a lot of different fashion topics. So I'm hoping to be able to put this to use so that you guys can be better equipped when it comes to fashion and styling and all of that jazz. The biggest thing that sparked me wanting to record this video before the end of the year, I had been stalking out this Ralph Lauren varsity jacket. Like I had been seeing it all over, but anytime I tried to click on the link, it was gone. It was always sold out. Now, if it's one thing you ever learn about me, I'm going to sign up for a back in stock notification. So I was really torn about this jacket because I already have like a red vintage varsity. But I'm like, you know, I really love polo. So if it comes back in stock, I'm going to buy it. And if I really love it, I'll just sell the vintage one. So back to the research and history and collecting data in college, well, even before college, like I was always a fan of rugby. I was always a fan of like collegiate pieces, and rugby really embodied that at the time. So when I was at Morgan, me and my other best friend, we would go down in Georgetown and go to the rugby there. Sometimes things would be on sale and we would buy stuff. Other times we just looking, like we like to window shop. We want to see what's new. So ever since then in college in the early 2000s, I've been watching this brand. I've been knowing the brand history and the heritage and what they usually get, and that they usually get Letterman jackets, and how the quality is, and all of these things of this nature to be able to make informed decisions when I purchase things. So I finally got the back in stock notification in the middle of my sleep, per the usual, like 2 a.m. and I ordered it. I had it sent to the store to pick up. So during this time, I mean, mostly all of the time, if you don't live in a building that's secure to get your packages, like I don't, like people be handsy with my stuff all the time. So if I could send it to a UPS pickup point or to the store, I'm usually going to do that, especially around this time of the year, Thanksgiving, Christmas. Like if you can send your stuff to somewhere, do that, because people are ready to take your stuff for the holidays and resell it or gift it to their loved ones, and you just gonna be out of something. So I had it sent to the store. I picked it up. When I tell you I was so anxious about this jacket that I didn't even, when I got home, I didn't even try it on. Like I left it in my kitchen, and in the morning when I woke up, I was like, okay, I'm gonna try this jacket on. The big reveal, okay? Drum roll. So let me start out by saying this is an absolutely gorgeous piece. Like it is beautiful front to back, all of the patches. Like if you know anything about me, I love a patch bar stitch. Like the more patches, the better. Love this jacket. So good. The fit wasn't too great. It was a little bit more boxy than I would want it. But overall, the craftsmanship and the quality of the leather, it's just not what I'm used to. Like I have an older polo jacket. Let's go. Let's go into research now. I got this maybe like 2012. So in my opinion, it's like vintage at this point, right? It's vintage polo. This, all of the patches, it has some printing on here, but this leather is just way more durable. It's heavier, it's sturdy. Like the craftsmanship on this is really good. Like there's no pilling in the body of the jacket. I feel like when I bought this, it was on sale for maybe like $400 or $500. This is an investment piece. I've had it all of this time and it is still in like beautiful Beautiful, beautiful condition. This is the vintage piece that I have. Very similar with how the sleeves are. There's no back hit though. There's nothing on the back. Patched out, but this is probably from like the 70s, 80s. This leather is amazing. The quality is still there. I could wear this for years to come. And I like it better than the newer version that I just got. And there's nothing wrong with this jacket. Like if this is your starter jacket and you've never owned a polo piece, it's a beautiful jacket. Like I'm never gonna discredit them. Like I love the brand, but just having that knowledge and having an older polo jacket as well as a vintage piece to compare, it's just, in my opinion, it wasn't worth the 1K that they want for this, just because I have other references and I have another jacket that's very similar that I own now that's free. It didn't make sense for me to um, add this on and pay the extra money when um, A, they're very similar in style, and B, I really love the make and the quality of the vintage version that I have. But yes, this just all ties in that it's important for me at least to be both a teacher and a student of your craft and the references. Like I never really thought like how important like the references and the research and the data collecting goes into your pitch and delivery of certain things. So I think this is going to be a fun ride, you guys. I think I'm going to be able to show and share a lot with you. But I'm excited about this, y'all. I'm excited to connect with y'all. I'm excited to have fun and be silly and laugh. And we're going to talk about some thoughtful, thought-provoking stuff and the fashions and all of the things. So buckle up because I know it's going to be a bumpy ride when it comes to me. Like no road that I ever travel comes easy. So y'all just going to have to be whipping and running with me. You know what I mean? I'm genuinely excited. And you know, nothing great ever comes from being comfortable and complacent. So like me pushing myself and that I feel a little bit uncomfy and a little nervous, that means I care about the outcome, right? That's what people say. So I'm excited. I'm excited to do this. I'm excited to hear your feedback. I'm excited to hear what y'all want to know more from me or see from me. Just all of the things. Like I'm happy to connect on this level with y'all. So I'm about to go take this jacket back and get my money. It's basically like a savings account, right? When you do that, that's how I look at it. That's how insane I am. When I go take something back that I bought, it's like it's going into the imaginary savings that I didn't need to necessarily buy it in the first place, but it feels good. It's like, oh, you saving money. But any hoodles, I'm gonna go do that, and I will see y'all soon. Love you, mean it. Bye.